What it is, y'all, it is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back at you with more Danmachi. Now, today we're talking about something we generally talk about the first of every month, but we're back today with this only because we just got, if we go in here into the inventory, we just got that 4-star Argonaut bell. In fact, there he is, right there. Now, actually, that's spelled one above that. I digress. We just got this Argonaut bell. A lot of us already had this bell. This bell has probably been pulled by many people who have been playing this game for, I mean, let's face it, over the past 3 months, we've done tons and tons and tons and tons of draws. So, mark my words, most of you probably have pulled him at least once. So that said, most everybody most likely has an excess, at least one 4-star bond. So let's talk about what to do with this. Now, first things first, everybody's got him maxed. 100%. It was something they dropped on us. It was a big update to the game. He is maxed everywhere, and he obviously got a big update, which I'm still trying to figure out something with. I think I've got a good idea what to talk about with him, but it's going to have to wait until, well, next week sometime. So we're going to cover that probably after Record Buster drops. Just fair warning on that one. But let's talk today about the Argonaut bell, and, well, more likely about your bonds, what you should do at the beginning of each month. First things first, if you haven't seen these videos, well, this is going to be all new news to you. So let's go back and start from the beginning. To get to the screen I was at, hit the little gear icon up at the top, the little settings icon. Go to inventory, second for the, oop, that's not inventory. That is inventory. Second from the top. And click the bond button right here. This is going to take you to every single bond you've got in the game. If a unit's maxed, well, it's maxed. These are going to be excess bonds. See, in fact, you can see right there that seer unit, pull it down. I mean, even this, this Demeter unit has 6 bonds. You only need 5 to maximum break one. So if this isn't going to count the units that you've pulled and only have one of, those basically become your base unit. But whenever you do pulls and you get the little hexagon icon, the one you see over here, that's an excess bond. Those are the ones you have to use to upgrade all your units. Now, there's a big benefit to upgrading 2 and 3-star units. Personally, I'm kind of holding off on a lot of that now. I say wait on all that because we're going to have an anniversary coming up, and we're going to have more big events coming up. Right now, I think more than anything else, you're going to benefit best by getting some CP levels out of these. That's my personal opinion. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the button over there at the top, right below my, right below my rank bar. It's going to say sell multiple items. I'm going to click on that, and then I can click 4-star here, and I can sell all of my surplus items. Now, basically what this is going to be is any bond, any unit you have maxed, case in point, my Argonaut bell, any unit you have maxed, you're going to be able to sell all of those bonds and get Sirios and hopefully some Dulb from. So let's go ahead and see. We've got, okay, so it's going to be 449 Sirios and 60 extra because I already had Argonaut maxed. Dulb, which is going to take me up to 80. I'm actually going to go down here and try to sell 2 more. One other thing you can do here, if you go to sell multiple items, you can actually sell all. Now, you can't sell all of your 4-stars. If I click the 4-star button, it will automatically go to surplus. It won't let you sell all of your 4-stars. It basically will prevent you from making a huge mistake. So if you want to sell a bunch of 4-stars, you have to do it manually. I'll show you how to do that in a moment. But if I go back over here, undo 4-stars, I can click sell all, and I'm actually to sell all my 2-star bonds, only because I feel like 2-stars will be easy enough to obtain in here. So I'm going to go ahead and sell all those. That's going to get me up to 579 Sirios, and that's perfect. That's right where I want to be. So, why did I do all this? Well, let me go ahead down here and grab a couple of useless 4-stars I'm never going to use. Let's see. I'm going to sell this. Yeah, this Lily. Let's get rid of her. And I'm going to sell, let's go down here one more time. King Otaro. Never going to use him. Okay. And the only reason I'm doing that is because, frankly, well, one, I'm going to show you what to do with your Dulb. 2, those are units I have no interest in maxing. They really don't serve me any major purpose. So let me go ahead and go back in here and show you what I'm going to do with these. So down here at the bottom, if you go to shop, and you go to Sirius and Dulb Exchange. Now, there's something different I'm going to do this month than I've done any other month, but for now, I'm going to go down here. So most everyone's going to have a decent amount of Sirius, and what I generally say to do first is buy up your 3-star and 2-star tickets. Now, it's going to cost you a pretty penny, but don't be aware that is, that is going to be 600 Sirius. After that, then I recommend going down here and buying up CP items. I always start with souvenirs because all your crossover units use these souvenirs. It's going to be very, very helpful. And for me, a lot of my units that are crossover units, they're going to require... basically, they're going to be a lot of low-level units. You only get 100 of these a month, and if you've been here since the beginning of the game, we've gotten tons and tons and tons of crossover units. So for me, I start there because, once again, the lower levels of CP, the higher the reward you're going to get. And I'll go over what that is here in just a moment. But I'm also going to throw this at you guys. Now, we have a lot of Dulb up top there. We've got 100 Dulb. If you really want to get the maximum amount out of your stuff, we got just a swath of units here recently that are all very, very good. And a lot of them are non-time limited. So if you have a non-time limited unit and you want to get them bonded or upgraded, remember I've told you, like with Winnie or Vinny or whatever you want to call her, with her, she's non-time limited, but I really don't think she's worth chasing with your free-to-play Iris. I say that as somebody who's been playing the game for a while. If you're new, sure, she's probably pretty cool to obtain, but I really feel like there's going to be better coming down the pike at some point. I don't think she's an end-of-the-world type unit. Very good for war game, don't get me wrong, but we've got other units that kind of do the same thing. So for me, I don't see really a huge amount of value in going crazy on her. The whole reason I bought one the other day was basically so I could produce what I wanted to produce in that video. And that even I kind of was a little hesitant to bite into. So if you have a unit that is non-time limited and that you want to upgrade, come down here. Grab a Prism Bond. There's an Adventure Prism Bond and an Assist Prism Bond. Now, me personally, I'm going to hold out for the Assist Prism Bond. That's 150 Dulb, and I'll have that here pretty quick. I've got a bunch of units that I could sell and very easily obtain that. And the reason I say I'm holding out for that is because the adventurers tend to pay out a little bit better, if you kind of catch my drift on this one. Adventures, assists tend to pay out a little bit better. Adventures are great. Adventures are fairly cheap to obtain. You can get 3 bonds for your 300 Dulb if you happen to have that, versus one of these. Now, you can only get one of each of these bonds a month, so do play this game very, very conservatively, I guess, for lack of a better word, because when you come in here and you start thinking about who do I want to upgrade, who do I want to work on, blah, 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 this, blah, 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 that. A lot of you are going to have maybe only 60 at this point in time, and you're going to want to start considering, what am I going to do with this? Well, then look at some of these older units that we've got that maybe haven't gotten rebalances in a long time. We are going to talk about that. I'm trying to get that video together. Maybe are just completely irrelevant in the current realm of the game, what have you. You could sell a bunch of those. You could sell, probably most of you, if you've been summoning through the anniversary, have at least 4 units you could just completely throw away. And that's great. Throw those bonds up here, get yourself an adventure bond, and if you have like the new Light Fiesta Bell, or even if you want to upgrade Winnie, whatever, you could either grab the appropriate bond and do those upgrades. Now for me, I'm at a state where I can definitely sell 5. I'm not sure about 10. Maybe, but you know, if you want to know where the 60 Dulb came from, each and every single one of those units that we sold, those units sell for 10 Dulb each. You could have done the pretty easy math when we did the selling, but each one of those sent for 10 Dulb, whether they're adventure or an assist. That's again why I say, with this being 150, assists are more valuable in a lot of respects, and I really think 5% on an assist is almost like 10 to 15% for an adventure. Doesn't really work out that way, but equivalently it kind of does. There's just so many reasons why I say it is so much better to wait and do an assist if you have the capability. If you do not, by all means, maybe sell those 4 units, get an adventure or Prism Bond. I've never talked about this before on one of these videos, but we've never been basically just given the opportunity to get so much Dulb so quickly. So people that have been playing the game for a while, you guys already know Go sell it. Get your prism bond. Do whatever you got to do. This is going to be so important. So that is pretty much that. That is the Dulb argument. I've never really had a good opportunity to talk about that, and I think now there's a really great opportunity out there for people that are trying to upgrade their 4-star non-time limited units. Remember, these have to work on for specifically for non-time limited. For time limited units, you have to go down here to special exchange and do your gnome tickets. I've got 5,300. Each star bond is either 1,000 or 1,500 depending upon adventure or assist. So that's non-time limited, or that's time limited. Dulb is non-time limited, Dulb being the dark gems. So let's talk about CP items. I talk about this every single month. I'll just basically very softly go over this. It's going to be a quick go over, but if you go down here to character list, remember, you want to upgrade these units at least to level 40. Level 40 is like that sweet spot where they finally like have most everything. Everything after that is kind of like a well, case in point, if you look at CP reward list, if I go here to Haruhime, everything after level 40 is pretty much Iris, Valis, and maybe some Hero Fauna here and there. In this case, Ascension Fauna. So really, level 40 is like that sweet spot. That's when they're perfect, when they have everything they need, when they're fully upgraded. Hestia is just about there. Krazo, Katori, you will get this just by playing the game, honestly. But if you want to get a head start on this, sell some of that Sirios for CP items and go down here. And the reason I said that is what I said about the me buying the souvenirs. Sorry, it's been a long day. I'm trying to gather my words here. Buying the souvenirs, like Photo right here is a level 18. She's going to have really awesome rewards. I'm really looking for someone that's under. Well, let's look at Lulune here. Even though she's not a crossover unit, all my crossover units are over level 15. Lune's a level 3. Now, if I were to upgrade, let's just say for the sake of argument, go up here and I was going to upgrade Priestess to level 18. What does she take to get to level 18? She's 230. So if I had, I do not. Let me see if I can just quickly buy just 2 of these. Let's go to the Sirius and Dulb exchange. I do have just enough to buy 2 of these. So let's go ahead and exchange those. Bam. And I'm going to go back to character list, and I'm going to go all the way down here. Now, let's go ahead and find Priestess again. So Priestess, there she is. Sword Maiden Priestess. All right. Priestess is level 18. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say to get to level 19, she needs a total of 9,414 CP, or maybe that's the total she has now. That might be the total she has now. So let's go ahead and give her presents. I'm going to go down here. The little heart over the souvenir tells you that's what she prefers. Notice her CP ranked up to 200. Anything, if she wasn't preferential to that, it would actually say up here, like books and knowledge, all that. No hearts, that's level 100. And big bouquets are the big item for single flower. So big bouquet is 200. If she favored that, that would actually say 400. Dungeon cake is the big item for dungeon sandwiches. If she favored that, that would actually say 400. So always go with the one that has the little heart, the favor in the corner. I'm going to go ahead and give her both of these. Okay. And that's going to take her up to 9814. And that's then going to take her up to level 19. Now, worth noting, the next level here is almost 1,500 CP away, 1,359. So she needs, like, was it 1,514 or something like that? Over 1,500 CP to rank up to the next level. So that obviously is going to take a while. That said, if I go down here to Lulune, the next level for her is a total 100 CP. Okay, so she's at 22, or she needs 22. Let's go ahead and offer her a present. Now, she prefers dungeon sandwiches. Notice those just jumped up to 200. And I'll show you what I was talking about with the dungeon cakes. Dungeon cake now jumped up to 400, where it was 200 before, because she favors it. So let me go ahead and give her 5 of these bad boys. Okay, now that's going to take her up to 2,100 CP, and that's going to rank her up several times over. She's now rank 11. All right, now let's see all the rewards I got for just, was it 5, I believe, of those? 5 iris, 10 iris, 15, 20 iris. 20 iris just for that little tiny bit of whatever I did there. That's why I say if you have really low level units, pay attention to those, get those done first. You're going to rank up your CP so incredibly quickly. If you guys wondered why I said get one Lulune, that's why I said this, because she's going to have almost no CP. We've never had in the game before. That's the first unit ever. If you get her, you can feed her up and get all these massive rewards. Winnie's the same thing. If you just got Winnie, she's actually your Vinny. She's actually going to prefer this meat fruit. It goes from CP level 5 to CP level 500. 500. Yes. Partially, also the reason it's probably not in the shop. But I digress. That's why I say grab that Sirios, get these units upgraded, focus on the low-level units, and get yourself some easily, early, free-to-play Iris. That is this video, though. There's not really much more to talk about. I know I've rambled on and on and on, but pay attention to your Argonaut Bell. Make sure you get your stuff for that. Your Argonaut Bell is 100% maxed out, so any bonds you have in the inventory, you can 100% sell free and clear without a worry in the world. The unit we got was max Limit Broken, max Ascended, max Bonded. You're fine. You absolutely can sell whatever is in that inventory on Argonaut Bell. Not on anybody else, just Argonaut Bell. That is just an interesting situation that we've come across. So that's the video. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments section down below. I'm going to try to work on a little bit more content for you guys over the weekend. We got some big stuff planned for y'all. Unfortunately, if you guys saw the community tab, it might take a little bit longer for the stuff to come out than I anticipated. But for now, that is going to be this video. Like, comment, and share. I'll catch you all here very shortly with more Danmachi content.